Hey boys, this is BLP from GH15.org. We are with Claude Groulx. Claude Groulx won Master Olympia, so that means he was the best master in the world, and he's Canadian and he's with us. Obviously the GH15 crowd is a very young crowd, so let us know what you accomplished in your career.
Actually, I started back then in 1980s. I started competing amateurs level. I did it just for fun. I never thought I had a career out of it. The first show I finished second place was Mr. Montreal, 1982. So I had a kick out of it. When you play, it's the first show when you're young and everything, people tell you, you should do another one. So I went back the following year and I won the Montreal, then I won the provincial. And 84 I went to the Eastern Canada, which I won also. I took my first place there. Was not big enough to go to the nationals. I said I'll take another 2 years, put more size. In 86 I won the Eastern Canada overall. And I went to Canada and Vancouver and I didn't place. I guess I was not big enough again. I was still a middleweight, so middleweight at my height was too small. So I said, okay, I'll take a couple more years, maybe 2 or 3 years, put more size and go in the light heavyweight division, which I did in 91. I won again the Eastern Canada overall. I went to Canada in 92 in Halifax and I won the overall there in Halifax, about 196, 97 pounds.
You've been training how many years?
At that point I was training for about 12 years old. As I started, I was like 15 years old.
So you were 30?
Yeah, so I took the pro card 94 and started my first competition in 1995 in Toronto. I took 4th place for my first pro show, which was pretty good. And Wayne DeMilla invited me for the Night of Champions. I went there 2 weeks later and took 6th place in Night of Champions, which was probably the best placing for Canadian in Night of Champions at that time.
That's impressive. That's a lot of workout, my friend. What do you will consider, in terms of genetics? You will say you had very gifted genetics, or
I would say I had an average genetic. I was not strong everywhere. I had strong legs, strong shoulders, chest and back and arms was a bit harder for me. So I had to push more those body parts to bring them out. But I wouldn't say you consider a gifted genetic like the guys like Flex Wheeler and Phil E, John Ray. Those are all gifted genetic. Body response, they're well balanced, everything. You have other guys like Marcus Rule, those guys. It's not so gifted. They can get big, but the body's not balanced. Some body parts are lacking. Sometimes the waist is a bit more blocky.
As a personal trainer, how you will advise someone who has, let's say, average genetics to make it to a top national, let's say, within 10 years?
He's going to have to be really focused, really dedicated, and train harder than a body with good genetic. A guy with good genetic can train less and still make the competition top level. But the other guys with not that good than genetic, you have to train harder, diet harder, be more focused. It's a lot more work. Personally, I have to put a lot more work than some other guys with gifted genetic.
So you will say, as a personal trainer, you're an advocate of higher intensity, double set, trip set, drop set, failure set, work till you die.
It's a combination of higher intensity training and dieting more hard all year round. You have to let yourself go and bloat it and get fat, and then okay, now it's competition time and start cutting down. You have to have a good nutrition all year round, including supplement, the protein, everything. Everything has to be there all year long. It's not something you do 6 months before show and you forget about it after the show. So like this, you keep making some gain year after year. There's some people that they're there, you see them 3 years later, they're still at the same level. They're just way off, and then they come back and off and up. You got to be focused all year round, 24 hours a day. And this is for years. It's a contract. You put yourself a goal, I want to achieve national level. It's a 10-year goal. You got to be focused years after years or something.
So it's more a prioritization of building nervous system and then strength.
Yeah, combination of that.
So you think the body will always adapt to more volume, then you slowly increase the pattern of.
It's prioritization of some body parts. You know, as your body grows, there's always some body parts that they grow faster. So if you keep on focusing on those, like people, they like, I like to train my chest, my bicep, big part. Normally, you like to train your strong body part. And you got to set up your mind, say, no, I'm going to push my weak body part. I'm going to balance my body. Because a balanced body will always look bigger, more aesthetic. It looks more impressive on stage. Nothing just very muscular and bulky doesn't look good on stage.
What would be your best advice to keep the health it needs to last, let's say, 10 years eventually?
It's avoiding the abuse, because what I see today, the last 10 years, people are wanting more and more. The stuff is more available, it's cheaper than people 10 years back, it's cheaper today than it was 10 years ago. So people are abusing this stuff. They're taking twice as much, 3 times. If one CC works, why not taking 3? The receptor, most of people receptors are shut down. And they have to take higher level, and then the side effects are coming with it.
When you talk about receptor, you're talking about androgen receptor, or you're talking about liver issue, kidneys, health that becomes dysfunctional, and then the body is not able to reach homeostasis.
Basically, the androgen receptors are shut down because people, they stay on stuff for years and years. You know, they don't do 3 months on, 2 months off, and 4 months on, 2 months off. Now it's I'm on all the year because I don't want to lose my size, I don't want to lose the strength. So they stay on, and then they need to keep increasing because receptors are shutting down at a certain level. They double the dosage. So all the side effects, kidney, digestive system, nervous system, everything is affected. So there's no chance to recuperate. The guys, I'm talking about people that they last long in pro bodybuilding, like Sean Ray. Those guys were not using the same amount what kids are using today. Just okay, the body was maybe more gifted, but if you're not gifted, why pushing yourself at that level? You don't have the base to work with to reach a professional level. Why should you take more than the professional guy, ruling your body for no reason?
Because they're passionate, because they're blindness, because
you
know, it's a dream. It's hard to sit down and say, oh, my genetics cannot do it, so I cannot do it. But some people, like myself, it takes almost a purity in our own life. I had lose over 10 years plus, and one day I wake up and I say, oh, I don't have the pro genetics, but I keep going anyway because it's stronger than me. It's
a dream. It's a dream, and no one maybe came to you and said, okay, this dream, forget it. You're not going to reach this level. You're going to reach that level. Don't try to kill yourself. Don't ruin your. Now you're realizing maybe, you're smarter. Okay, maybe I won't do it. I would do it a different way if I was start with it.
In terms of functional health, how do you think it's important in terms of the link between posture and symmetry, or posture and health? What's the importance, you think, of postural imprint and repercussion and while you're gaining mass?
Well, it's everything between staying healthy and getting injured, all of it. You have a good posture, and your body is balanced. It's balance and posture, both of them together. You don't have very strong body power and weak antagonist muscle. Well, your posture will be affected, and the chance of injury will be twice as much. So posture is something in training. Also, posture is something when you come on stage and it's time to pose. Your posture will be everything. You need the flexibility, and you need a good posture to start with.
So, but someone like Phil, you never see him taking care of his posture. So he's in an advantage assets that those are already established. He doesn't need to work.
It's like a gift. He's a gifted boy, so he came with a good posture, balanced body. I saw him just before he started. I was competing in Colorado, and he came to see me. He didn't even train back then. He was playing basketball. And I saw his physique. I said, "This guy has a gifted genetic." I told him, "Are you training?" He said, "No, I'm playing basketball. I'm thinking of a career as a pro basketball player." I said, "Well, if it doesn't work, you should give a chance at bodybuilding because he got perfect genetic." And a year later, he started training, and then his body responded. Amazing.
Well, thank you, Claude. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you,
Thank you to be open-minded. And take care, GH15. This is a man of wisdom and humility. He's a champion. Thank you.
Thank you.